So Wilson's top two gloves are the A2000 and the A2K. These are expensive, but Wilson also has the A1000. This right here is one step down in price, but 3 steps down in quality. What does that mean? This glove sucks. But Wilson might have just made the biggest upgrade I think I've ever seen. Today, we're gonna be comparing the new A1000 to the old A1000. We gotta find out if it's actually as good as Wilson claims it is. And if it is, this might be the best budget glove that money can buy. So this is important. To figure all this out, we're actually gonna be using the budget tier list. That's gonna be at the very end of the video. We're gonna take the old A1000 and the new A1000 and actually put them on the list. We're at the beautiful Midwest Sports Training. Let me show you who's here with us. We got Justin. He's professional
king of Prince of Gloves of
Egypt. And we got Zachary as well. What's your profession? So today, we got first impressions. That means looks, comfort, pop. Zach, thoughts on looks, both of these gloves? Give him 5 seconds.
This one looks way better to me.
But why?
This looks bad. All these wrinkles.
You guys have to see the massive difference. Actually, quick note, I went into Wilson's headquarters or whatever a few months ago, and one thing they were excited to tell me, they're like, we got rid of the wrinkles. Just look at how ugly that is. Also, side note, the blonde is kind of what did you say? Justin called it sickly.
Oh yeah, sickly blonde.
Sickly blonde. It does not look healthy, but the wrinkles are really ugly. Look over here. The wrinkles are not the same. Minor wrinkle maybe, not the same as the old A1000. Looks for me, 2.5 out of 5, 1 out of 5.
3 out of 5, wrinkly grandpa out of 5.
3.5, 1.5.
Valid. I mean, it's just an easy takeaway. The old A1000 just looks really bad. And they all do, side note. We've seen a lot of them, they just all look bad. Just to be clear, we're wearing both of these traditional finger out, but probably at one point we will rock it 2 in the pinky. Before we go on, we need to talk about comfort. And I mean the kind of comfort of just wearing it on your hand, not necessarily when you're playing. This feels like Garbanzo. This is actually it's got a slight cushion to it. It feels pretty dang comfortable. I would argue it's actually, just on the hand, very comfortable. Justin, thoughts?
Very comfortable.
New A2000 versus new A1000. The A1000 is way more comfortable. It's got 1% memory foam feel. It's barely soft. Mucho gusto. The moment everybody's been waiting for, what is it called? The pop test, where we find out if the glove is loud or not. If I didn't make it clear, this is the current Pop King. 44 Pro, PRX. Are those butt cheeks or peaches? If you haven't noticed, we're still wearing coats. It's really cold in here. Zach is our professional hearer, so he's gonna be standing by with his ears open. We're gonna be starting off old A1000. 2 in the pinky, pop test. Let's get her going. Everything sounds loud in here because there's the echo. New A1000. Bring it, daddy.
That's the loudest so far.
Okay. So, Pop King, let's go.
Yeah, I think it's louder.
44 PRX, still the Pop King, but not by a lot. Pop test was kind of quiet today. This was a solid 2 out of 5. New A1000, 2.5 out of 5. Pop King today, only a 3.5 out of 5. It's just quiet today. So normally we compare pocket size and compare the differences between patterns, but these are the same. It's just one is old and one is new. This is the 1786, in case I didn't say that. So all we want to do is expose the differences and expose the good and the bad. And Ethan, what am I doing, brother? I meant to say each of these. Starting off with the old Wilson A1000, the Wrinkle Master. Let's do it. Traditional finger out. Side note, fielding this close to the wall is terrifying because they're like rockets when they hit this. Holy, I'm so bad. So I'll tell you right now, the biggest positive for this glove is just how soft it is, because I can easily manipulate it like however I want. That doesn't end up being a good thing down the road, but I guess kind of positive. Oh, nice pocket, brother. It's got some good like bounce. Look at that. My big takeaway from this, it just feels 110% like a budget glove, and not just a budget glove, but one that is like best for youth players. It's really soft everywhere. It doesn't hold a shape. Soft budget glove. The 2025 Wilson A1000, new and improved. Let's actually field with it. I'm just using like an actual glove now. That's a massive difference from one single ground ball. I'm scared. You guys, I'm just using a baseball glove right now. This doesn't feel like a budget glove at all. It feels like, it's a good way to describe this. In the past, I've made the argument that no companies are making an in-between glove. They either make like high quality gloves or like low quality budget gloves. This is kind of an example of what I would call like an actual true in-between glove. It has the feel of budget because of the leather. It feels like budget leather, but I shaped this and it's playing like a 1786 A2000. That's super cool. I'm excited for you to take ground balls with this. I know we're not taking hard ground balls or anything, but just like, it's just a Wilson and it was 180 bucks.
The old A1000, you put that on, I could not tell you that's a 1786 putting it on. I'd be like, I don't know, it's just some budget paint.
Yes, it feels generic, but this is like a Wilson, which this is actually a good time to mention this. Wilson actually notes that this A1000 is now made in the same factory as like A2000s and everything, so that makes sense why it feels so similar.
But they also said like that they are now putting attention to detail when they make it. Where before apparently they were not.
I guess one thing that's probably a good thing to mention, it's an easy break-in. It's not like hard. Like there are some gloves out there that are really hard to break in. It's a standard, smooth, pretty easy break-in.
I'll also say I don't think I like any company claiming their gloves just game ready, just from the factory, because you have to go play catch with your glove, practice with it a little bit before you use it. If you were to just take basically any glove, there's not going to be a pocket in it. Just use your glove before. It's never game ready from the factory.
So basically in every category, the new A1000 is just dominating this one, but I do want to try some glove flips. We won't do a whole lot, but we want to see if there's anything to, I don't know, take away. Old Wilson A1000 wrinkly glove flips. Wrinkly flips. Honestly, being able to do all of this, it might be helping me with these glove flips right now. The glove came off of my hand and it was a money flip though. He made it there. One thing I'm noticing, this falls off of my hand and like everything about this glove is like made best for like a youth player. So it's just weird how big the hand style is. New A1000. Let's go be buttery smooth, do a little bit of flippity flap. Bad start, sorry.
Count it.
So you guys, here's the thing. Glove flips don't really matter. I just love it, so we include them. This thing felt pretty dang money because of the roll on the fingers. They kind of pop up a little more. But honestly, I think my glove flips were better with the All Day 1000. It doesn't tell us much. They were both fine. They're both fine. Justin is currently behind me fielding with the A1000 DW5. It's a 12-inch glove. It's the new A1000. And if he disagrees, I'm gonna make sure he tells me. In the meantime, I'm gonna tell you why I think this is a big deal. We know this sucks, we know this is better, but let's talk about the A2000 and the A2K. These are Wilson's like top gloves. They're supposed to be the fanciest, coolest versions of gloves that you can get from Wilson. Side note, neither of these are mine. You guys actually sent these in for me to break in, so thank you. If this is yours, that's awesome. So this is the A2K, a $400 glove from Wilson. And then this is the old A1000. You can tell a massive, massive, massive difference. It just looks a lot worse. The new A1000s, they look way better. I mean, look at these side by side. These are extremely comparable. You wouldn't know from a glance. I would never make the claim that just because it looks good means it actually is good, but this is a big takeaway because at a super quick glance, you can tell that this is better in literally every category. And what I still can't get over is that they are pricing this at $180. That's wild. It is a budget baseball glove. Possibly the best one. I already mentioned that. This is possibly the best budget glove you can get. A quick glance at the new A1000. It is really clean. We already talked about that, but the laces on here, pretty dang solid. They just feel like Wilson laces. Not amazing, but absolutely not bad. I keep wanting to compare this to like the A2000, but I'm reminding myself, this is a budget glove. It should be compared to budget gloves. It can actually be shaped, it's comfortable, the laces on it are nice, the leather is pretty dang good, although it does feel like budget leather, if you know what I mean. The big question is durability. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a middle schooler, you'll love this glove. If you're a high schooler, you'll love this glove. If you play college, it's getting kinda iffy. This might just be barely too soft. College outfielder, definitely probably get away with it. College third baseman, sorry, I do not recommend. I will say, kind of need to give the old A1000 some props. If you're like 8, 9, or 10, this is a pretty dang good option just because of how soft it is. After everything we've said today and you taking ground balls, is there anything that you disagree or maybe you want to like emphasize on the A1000?
I just want to emphasize, I think it feels like you are using a glove. If you really start feeling and really starting to look at the leather and everything, you can tell that it's a budget glove. But when you're just using it, just kind of melts into you playing. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Do you think the A1000 belongs in the same category as A2000, A2K, or all the youth gloves like the A900 and below?
If I couldn't choose anything else, it would be definitely more towards the 2000 and 2K.
Yeah.
It's on a different level than like their A900, their old A1000. It's completely different level at this point.
Which I think shows through because there's intentional care about how the glove is actually shaped and everything. Like they said, made in the same factory as blah, blah, blah. I think it does show through. So once again, Wilson, good job. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tier list. Bruce, how we feeling right now?
I'm feeling really good.
This is the budget tier list, not just the normal glove list, right? So the only existing S tier glove is the Rawlings Gamer XLE. This used to be $150, but it's gone up. I'll show the price right here. All right, as you know, we are ranking the old and the new A1000, S through F. Let's do it. The old A1000, our wrinkly grandpa. You guys, this is gonna be best for a younger player, 8, 9, 10. Now, the hand stall is kind of big, but everything else about this, great for a young athlete. This right here belongs in the C category, along with this Marucci Oxbow. You guys, both of these gloves could be Ds. They're pretty close to a D, C minus. Out of everything we did today, it literally got beat in every single category. It wasn't even like close. Sorry, old A1000, but that's why Wilson improved it. The new A1000. You guys, I'm actually pretty dang excited about this. Before I actually rank it, if you want to buy this thing, don't accidentally buy the old A1000, okay? I'll throw a link in the description so that you can like easily find them. $180. And if you're on any websites like justgloves.com, filter it to the newest gloves first and you'll be seeing the new ones, not the old ones. Without further ado, the Wilson A1000 was better in every way. The patterns are what we love because this feels like an A2000 or an A2K because it's shaped the same. I had no problem durability wise. It was a little slick. That was like my biggest takeaway. This glove right here is an S tier glove. That's a big deal, guys. That's such a big deal. There are now 2 S tier budget gloves. That is wild, $180. I keep thinking about how good of a price it is for what you're getting. If you're in high school, in middle school, please highly consider these. I don't get money for that. They're great gloves. But what's absolutely wild is this. This is the new A1000 first baseman, and it's actually a B tier glove. So guys, different patterns are gonna rank differently. I'm gonna tell you right now, the average A1000, they're all really, 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 really good. That's why I'm putting an S tier up there. But look at this. It's a shallow first baseman, and it's really slick. Shallow, slick first baseman, that's why it's a B tier. That's not really a great combo, but everything else about this, is really solid. Thank you guys for watching. I guess the A1000 actually is a big deal. Pretty dang cool.